Welcome to another theme and video tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to show how to use the TM modal custom post type, and as the name suggests, we use this to build modals. Now I'm going to show you how to launch a modal from a button in the main navigation and a button in just general content. So let's get started and add the modal to begin with. And then I'm going to just give it a name. I'm going to call it subscribe. And then I'm just going to go ahead and add a little bit of content here. So some text and a subscription form. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and add in the shortcode, the subscription form. Now I'm not going to go ahead and style this. I'm just going to leave the defaults, but I suggest you go through all of the options that this shortcode has to offer. The only thing I am going to change is the format, and I'm going to switch that to stacked. And I'm going to scroll down here and just insert it. Now that that is done, I'm going to go ahead and save the changes and just modify the top bottom padding of the section block a little bit here. So I'm going to go and set the top and bottom to 50. And then if we scroll down to the bottom of the editor, we see we have custom options for modal items. And here you'll find all the options that govern such things as the width of the modal, the animation, if it should have a header, the color of the header, and whether it should auto launch, in which case it sets a cookie and remembers the user's choice. Now, if you do choose to make it auto launch, remember that it will launch immediately as the page loads. So I'm going to go ahead and just leave the defaults. The only thing that I am going to change is the animation here. So once I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and publish this. And then we're going to head over to Appearance Menus, and we're going to add it to our header. So I already have my menu set up here, and I have the custom post types and pages and posts to the left here. Now if you don't see the custom post types appearing to the left, head up to Screen Options and make sure that all of the checkboxes up top are checked. Once they are, your custom post types will appear down here to the left. You'll also want to make sure that the CSS classes option is checked under Show Advanced Menu Properties, and this is because we'll be adding some custom classes to the button that we're adding to our header. So I'm going to go ahead and close this, and then I'm going to scroll down to modal items. I'm going to add our modal here. I'm going to go ahead and open this link, and under CSS classes, I'm going to add the custom classes that I was just talking about. Now, these generally govern the border style of the button and the size of the button that we're adding. So you'll generally see something like rounded for rounded corners, or you'll see pill for a pill-shaped button. So I'm going to stick to pill, and then I'm going to go ahead and add the size class, and I'm going to add small. But you can choose between small, medium, large, and extra large. The next thing that we have here is some modal auxiliary classes, and this is where you can add your own classes if you want to style the modal further beyond the options that we've provided you with. Just remember though, you'll have to add your own CSS, and you can add that CSS in Customizer under Additional CSS. I'm not going to go ahead and do that at this point in time. I'm just going to leave it to the defaults that we have here. So I'm going to go ahead and save the menu, and we can see what this looks like. I just want to check that I changed the label. Yeah, all right. So there we have our subscription button. Now that I click it, we get our beautiful modal appearing here. So the next thing I'm going to show you is how to add a regular button to some content to our custom masthead here and launch the same modal that we just created. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete it from the menu. And then we're going to head over to my simple page here, and I'm going to go ahead and insert a button here. First thing you want to do here is head over to link to option here, switch it to modal. I'm going to go ahead and change the label here, and then obviously the modal target, you'll see a list of all the modals you've created. Obviously we only have one. Once you've done that, you obviously have display options and design options, but again I'm just going to stick to the defaults. So I'm going to go ahead and save that, update the page, and we can see what this looks like. And there we go. I have added a subscription button to my custom masthead here. Now that I click it, we show the modal that we just created. And that's how you use the TM modal custom post type.